What's going on YouTube? Rob A again, and today we're going to be looking at the final 4 figures in the Kre-O Transformers Micro Changers Wave 2. So in the last 2 videos I showed you the first 8 of these guys out of 12, and yeah, I gotta say, it's a pretty strong lineup altogether. So as you can see, we're going to start as always with the vehicle modes, and we're going to start on my left here with Lug Nut. So the first in this group is Lug Nut, and he's very nice purple. He gets his little plane mode across pretty well. You can see he's just robot mode just hanging out there. Not a whole heck of a lot to say about this mode, other than it does a pretty decent job of evoking his bomber plane. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. Obviously, you can't have him fly over things because they'll see underneath. But yeah, Lug Nut looks pretty decent right here. Over here we have, I'm just gonna skip that one for a second. We'll check out Hoist here. And Hoist is another decent one. He's similar to Arcee and the Vehicon in that he uses the kind of brick to have the little pieces fill out the front. But it's a lot shorter. It's like more snub-nosed, and he kind of gives the impression of like a flatbed in the back, and he's got his little hook crane thing here, and it's pretty good. I mean, they're getting much better at looking like vehicles and not just like little figures on their face. So Hoist is looking pretty cool. I definitely like the colors on this guy. I like the orange. It makes everything pop really nicely. And over here we have what I think is probably my favorite out of the entire wave. It's been kind of a close call. I really like Bulkhead, but I think this guy is just edging him out just a little bit. And this is Groove, or Autobot Groove as he's called here. And as you can see, he's a little motorcycle. And I think they did a great job of kind of making him look like a motorcycle. He's got 2 wheels in the front, but that's alright. You can just, if you wanted to, you could even, pop one out. He wouldn't stand up so wonderfully, but you could do it. But either way, I really like how this guy looks. I think it's adorable. And the gun is the exhaust pipe there, and I really do like it. So yeah, this is Groove, and I really am fond of him. I really am. So we'll just put him aside, and I saved the best for last, guys. Our dear friend Perceptor. Yeah, so here he is. He's a poor little robot, sat down, had his head yanked off. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys his transformation on camera. But first, take a look. He's a microscope, and he kinda looks like a microscope, I guess. And transform our dear friend. You just want to straighten his legs out. You want to take these little boots off the bottom. And we're going to just attach his head. Move that to the side. Put that right there. And then, bam, you've got Perceptor. There he is. So, in case you missed that, transform him back. Kaplow! Just take that off, move that up, and sit him down. Now, the instructions do have, and I'll show you this real quick. It does have, it shows you build the microscope scope right here, and it shows you using these little black pieces. So obviously it wants you to transform or to build this thing differently for both modes, and it shows it here completely different, but it doesn't actually give you any instructions on how to do that. I mean, it's easy enough to follow by eye, but the reality is you really don't need to do that. He's going to look pretty much the same either way, just by doing that, the head ripping and all that stuff. So that is Perceptor. I'm going to go ahead and finish up transforming all these guys to their respective robot modes, and we will take a look at them all in just a sec. Okay guys, so here they are in their robot modes, and we're going to take a quick look at them all here. And we'll start, of course, with a Lug Nut. And he looks a lot like he did in his airplane mode, except he's no longer got these little guys on his legs, or now on his wings. He's got his little tail fins attached to his legs, and he's holding this sweet boomstick thing here. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool. I like the printing on his face and torso. He looks really nice all over. Very nicely done. I like that the face is even still a bit stylized, like they used thicker lines to kind of represent the animated style, which I thought was really cool. I think I like that touch. So yeah, that is Lug Nut. We'll of course go back over Perceptor here once more. Here he is. Now he's got his gun. But you can see the torso printing. Very nicely done. I'm not sure what's up with his face. I don't know if his face should look like that. I think maybe he should have a more peaceful sort of I don't fight face. But yeah, Perceptor's okay. You know, I like him. I think they did a great job. His alt mode is absolutely silly, but I think that's part of the charm, really. So yeah, Perceptor, very nice. Here we have Hoist. Same gun that Perceptor has. You've seen it a million times before. Very nice printing all over. Torso, legs. And pretty decent face. I kind of like that face going on there. Not a whole heck of a lot. It's basically just take all the parts off and then stick the hook back on his back there. But I mean, there has not been a single vest in this entire line, and I cannot stress enough how happy I am about that. They've had great torso printing on all these guys, and you've been able to see them, and that, I think, that really elevates this line from what was before. Basically, crayons with pieces added on so they look kind of like characters that we're familiar with, to what is now just miniature versions of characters that we're familiar with. They've really come a long way, I think, to really represent better who they're supposed to be. And of course, last but certainly not least, our dear Autobot Friend Groove here. Looking pretty spiffy. I love the color of his head. I think that's great. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love this crayon. I think he's awesome. I wouldn't say he's my favorite in robot mode, but his alt mode is definitely my favorite, I think, out of this group. But yeah, very nice Groove. I can't wait to get the Defensor crayon combiner. Hopefully they'll have worked out a few of the kinks that were in the previous combiner series. But either way, very cool. Groove, excited about that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this review. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching, as always. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've got a bunch more Transformers stuff coming along, and I hope you guys will stick with me to check that out. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.